with Donald Trump, seriously, who is as alert as ever, ready to confront all of our nation's problems head on. He does event after event, so many rallies, town halls, and is putting out policy videos almost daily. He has unbeatable stamina. And that's what we need in a leader, not to mention his golf game when he hits like holes in one. I've seen it personally, but okay. Strength, focus, and a commitment to restoring America's prosperity.
So it's obvious what's going on here on Team Trump, as President Joe Biden's health becomes an even bigger campaign issue for the Democrats. MAGA world has their marching orders. Get the American public to believe that Donald Trump is the paragon of health, fitness, and cognitive acuity. And look, Joe Biden's health, especially after his devastating fall, is a major factor going forward. According to the Washington Post, 68% of Americans think he is too old to serve. But how the Trump team is obsessed with making it seem like their candidate is strong and intimidating and has shot like multiple holes in one on the golf course is an absolute insult to all of our intelligence, as we have eyes and ears and can definitely see that all of this commentary on Trump's health is straight up propaganda.
An exam that you can do in older people as part of their physical exam after they get over the age of 65 or so. We did that. President Trump got 30 out of 30 on that test. He scored perfect on it. You know what? I was the one that went to him and offered to do the test. We talked about it. He said, "What's the downside?" I said, "Well, the downside is if you don't do well on it, we'll have to, put the results out there to everybody along with your physical exam. We'll have to put the results of this cognitive test out." He wasn't worried about it. And guess what? I was not the least bit worried about it because I worked with the man every single day and I knew that he was sharp as a tack. He's got a memory that's 10 times better than mine.
So that's Ronnie Jackson, who has one of the strangest careers in politics, and I don't even know how it's all legal. Let me explain. Jackson was a physician in the White House medical group starting back in 2008 and served under 3 presidents. In July of 2013, he was given the additional title of physician to the president, and of course, he served both Democrats and Republicans. But things started getting weird when Trump got to office. Trump gave him an extra title, and the two became very close when Jackson delivered an hour-long, glowing, and highly debatable assessment of Trump's health. Trump was then going to promote him to Secretary of Veterans Affairs, but that nomination was halted under bombshell allegations that he had created a hostile workplace for years. It's a long story, but an official probe concluded that he had made, quote, sexual and denigrating statements about one of his female medical subordinates, and that he'd, quote, engaged in inappropriate conduct involving the use of alcohol and Ambien during 2 presidential trips. And finally, they concluded that Jackson, quote, disparaged, belittled, bullied, and humiliated subordinates. Oh, and now he's a MAGA congressman from Texas who tweets shit like this about Joe Biden. I think it's clear from this video alone that there is something not quite right about him, but we should just definitely trust his take on Donald Trump's health. Unfortunately, though, this is going to persist as one of the biggest campaign topics, as Democrats are on their back heels when it comes to Biden's physical and mental fitness. But the good news is that with propaganda mouthpieces like Ronnie Jackson and Kim Guilfoyle, I don't think many Americans are going to be easily persuaded that Trump is marginally more stable. For more of my coverage on The Breakdown, check out my latest video on how MAGA youth are revealing the true impact of GOP strategy by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at CaroJohnson917.